Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for December 16, 2020. Please show me what Aries needs to know, hear, or see. Thank you. I hope you guys are all doing awesome today. Your first card. Oh, you're starting out with the Tower. Alrighty then. This is called Catastrophe. And I've just learned, because this is a new deck that I'm forcing myself to use, that the Tower represents, now I don't have it all, I'm going to have to listen to the video again because I was doing dishes at the same time. But it's something to do with Ramses II's death. And I think that was the end of ancient Egypt or something like that. So don't quote me. So there's some kind of ending in your life, or some kind of destruction, or some kind of groundbreaking idea, thought, revelation, light bulb moment, completely different way of looking at something because of something blowing everything open. Maybe you know the truth now about something. Feels like the truth is out, but it might be a little hard to digest. It looks like there's a map behind the Tower. I think it's also, I'm not going to try and say this in French, but something about the Temple Lumiere? Lunaire. I think that's something to do with like a monument where somebody, like a monument to somebody's death. Somebody's like Ramses, somebody important. It's like someone's resting place as well as a place of destruction. Monument. But I could be wrong. But that's what I'm picking up. In your how. 8 of coins in the upright. This is called beauty. I'm picking up beautiful destruction. This is a work in progress. Working on something. I think this has something to do with a beautiful girl as well. And your why. Queen of Coins. In this deck, she is the Queen of Sheba, and she's in reverse. Femme suspect. Suspicious woman. Brown-haired girl. So it feels like somebody has two women. And they know about each other, or they've just found out about each other, or someone's suspicious, it feels like someone knows something, but they're it almost feels like they're unbothered, or they're still working on things with you. Like it feels like somebody knows something, is suspicious of something, is still working on something, even though it's some kind of revelation, some kind of catastrophe. Boy, how are you going to feel? Oh. Pretty sure that's the Queen of Cups. Esther. In reverse. So there are two women here. That means success. Blonde woman. Where you sit. Success. But sad. But heartbroken. You know what that feels like? It feels like someone was suspicious. Could be somebody at work. Someone was suspicious about another woman at work, and this is getting confirmation and being upset, being heartbroken. This is how you're feeling, Aries. But it just because of what it's called, because it's called success, even though it's in the reverse, it feels like you feel like relief, like you feel better now. Like maybe you felt this explosion coming. I also feel like you had to work to find out this information because you were suspicious, you know. In your advice, you have the Six of Swords in the upright. Voyage. Moving on. Healing. It's a very peaceful feeling card in this position. Letting it go. So that's your advice. And it's right below beauty. And the Eight of Coins. That's telling me to keep working on something. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Could also mean to move on. But for some of you, something's continuing. Something is still good. This is called beauty. For some of you, it's to move on and leave. For some of you, it feels like that's all I needed to know. Now I can make the decision to move on. Maybe you're focusing on work. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, that's called persecution. So that feels like abuse to me. If there's someone cheating on you, that is abuse. Cheating is abuse. It's psychological abuse, it's emotional abuse, it's taking away people's freedom to make their own choices. I feel like you're escaping some kind of abuse. I feel like you got what you're looking for and now you're moving on. But there is some kind of, maybe you're in an in-house separation or something like that after you find out something, because it looks like you're still engaged. And it's called beauty. So it almost feels like you're keeping the peace, but in your head, you're moving on. You don't want more abuse. You don't want this... You're not taking the wand, or you're not taking the, what's that called? What's that game we used to play in kids? Batons. Passing the baton. You're not taking it. Someone's passing you the baton and you're not taking it. You're like, no, I'm moving on. I'm going to put them all down because half of them I need my magnifying glass to see what they are. Just easier to do it all at once. Something's definitely ending. You've got the Death card as the last card. All right. Under the Tower, you have Justice in the reverse. So, yeah, so there's been some kind of injustice. Somebody's being treated unfairly. I feel like someone's getting karma. This could be in the courts. I feel like this could be like a final verdict that came down and it's not in your favor. in the how, this is about working. This is called beauty. This feels like harmony. It's also working on something. Under that, you have judgment in the upright. Gain to process. I'm not sure what that means. But I think it means some kind of... It's right beside injustice. Oh, what is that word? Dissentiments. Dissentiments. Negative sentiments? I'll have to look that up. Some kind of injustice that came down like a ton of bricks. How? Oh, maybe somebody... Oh, you know what this feels like? This feels like... Because the how is working on something. And it's also judgment in the upright. That's making a decision to work on something. Regardless of something huge happening. Like it feels like there's... Like it feels like a really bad day. Or a bad week, or a bad month, or a bad year. But you still see the light. You're still blowing your horn. I also see this is, you're still waking people up, because there are people coming out of their graves. It's like someone saying, it's okay now, you can come out. It feels like after some kind of really horrible event, now you're saying, it's okay now, you can come out, we can get back to work. That's what that feels like. And the why? You have that suspicious woman, the Queen of Coins. Could be an earth sign. This could be an air sign. Or sorry, that could be Libra. That could be a Libra that caused some kind of tower moment as well. Under the Queen of Coins, you have the Prince of Cups, the Prince of Memphis. In the reverse, duplicity. You feel like someone's speaking out the side of their mouth. This feels like someone is suspicious that someone is saying, I love you, but they don't. And how you're going to feel, you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Blonde woman. Success. You have what you were looking for. Then you have the Seven of Wands in the upright. Your hard work is paid off. It's like you exposed something. By working toward, you were looking for something. But I feel like you've had some kind of really heavy conversation. Where something that you suspected is true. But it's giving you some kind of, like now you know. But it doesn't feel very good, but at least now you found this truth. But I think there's something else too, so let me just keep going. You're moving on. You have the Nine of Coins in the reverse. I feel like that was something hidden from you, something that was dragging you down. And then you have punishment right above death. So you're definitely ending something. You're moving on from something that was hurting you. I feel like you could be quiet about it, but in your heart, you're moving on from something. You're ending. It's over. It's over for you. So yeah, so some kind of enlightenment. I feel like you figured out that somebody is, their heart isn't in it. You've made a decision. I feel like you're being very working with them. Like you're being, it almost feels like you're being gentle with somebody. Even though they're not, their heart isn't in it. It feels like this came as a really big shock to you. But you suspected it all along, that this person didn't truly love you. Now you know. You can put it to rest. But something still feels like a success here. And you feel some kind of relief. You know, it feels like you're, it feels like you were trying to get someone, or you were hoping that somebody loved you the way you love them. And that was what was hurting you, was adding more onto something. You were trying to grasp at something that wasn't there. I feel like you're still working with this person. Like working, like maybe it's like it's changed, but this feels good. This feels like harmony here. So it feels like you were hurting yourself by lying to yourself. You were hurting yourself by making something, or hoping that something was more than it was. And now that you've lowered, I don't want to say lowered your expectations, but there could have been something also in this person's life that makes them unable to give you what you want. Someone's going through some kind of catastrophe. And I think that you're still helping them. Even though you figured out that this person is not as connected to you as you were to them. You're still building something with them. But in your head, you're moving on. In your head, it's over. You aren't punishing. This feels like you were punishing yourself by trying to draw something from this person that isn't there. Maybe not now. And you've stopped trying, and it feels like relief. It feels like you have, maybe you friend zoned someone, or someone friend zoned you. Because I feel friend cards here. And it is judgment in the upright. So it feels like you've made a decision for yourself. This really feels like relief now that you've ended the romantic part of something. That's what it feels like. You've been trying to make something romantic that's not, but you're still keeping someone as a friend. That's what it feels like to me. And now you can move on. All right, you guys. your shuffle song was called Big Calm, and it was by Morris Sheba. All right. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.